Yield Builders on AgDay is brought to you by Acre corn herbicide. Want 5 to 15 more bushels per acre in the bin? Ask for Acre corn herbicide.
As farmers prepare to hit the field today, our team of high yield experts share the secrets of timing as a yield builder.
So Randy, I've heard you talking about Michigan. You got a lot of comfort in Georgia. You know, you're planting when the shorts, you can be wearing shorts out there. You're fighting gnats and mosquitoes, so heat's not a big problem. As you move north, it becomes more of an issue. So when you start thinking about your planting season in 2025 for corn, I mean, I know you're trying to figure out what hybrids to plant and all that, but when do you know it's time to start planting? And then when do you even hit the brakes, pause, or say you're done?
Well, David, in the South, you're exactly right. We have a problem, and our problems normally whenever Easter falls. If we plant in February, we had 78, 80 degree weather, last week. And we plant in February, and Easter's April 20th, that corn's growing point's gonna be above ground with the amount of heat we accumulate fast. And if we get a frost with that full moon at Easter, man, we're replanting, and that's a bad deal. So I'm constantly looking at the weather, looking at the forecast, looking at the, the soil temperatures, et cetera. Now, a lot of people are asking, Randy, why are you moving and gonna plant some corn? Not moving, but going up there to farm some acres in Michigan. And I wanna understand some of the challenges maybe that the Midwest has got. And if I can make high yields there, I'm gonna start asking the question a different way. Why aren't you guys doing it? And I might realize they're right and I'm wrong, but we're gonna try it. So some of the things I'm gonna look at, obviously we understand, corn needs to come out of the ground fast. David, me nor you have made high yielding corn where it takes 2 weeks or more to come out of the ground. That's a problem. And high is relative, but we just can't let corn sit there. Most people in the Midwest, as I understand it, like to plant corn, when it's fit. And they determine fit by it's dry enough to put a planter in the field and dirt not stick or mud not stick to the gauge wheels. So for me, I'm gonna be looking at temperature. I'm gonna be patterning the 2-inch soil temperature by weather. I'm gonna be looking at my weather station and looking at, okay, we just had a 60 degree day and a 28 degree night. What did it do to my 2-inch soil temperature? Then I gotta find a meteorologist or a weather man or woman that obviously I can trust to predict what the weather's gonna be.
You mean that they're accurate?
Well, that's a novel idea, right? But yeah, good luck with that, right? But I'm gonna be looking for that and try to get a forecast that I can believe in. It's still farming, so I don't know that we're gonna have that just dialed in. But I also know that, we're gonna be looking at some seed treatments, some things in the furrow that's gonna help break the seed coating down faster. And we're gonna be looking for that to help us get that seed to break down faster. I asked you on the way here, David, I said, I got a challenge. I said, I gotta get corn up fast. You got any secrets that you want to share my way? Because you do farm a little bit further north than me. So what would you share?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, clearly share some of those in-furrow products. And there's some things, and then I'm big on testing seed. Let's make sure we got some good seed to start out with. And because if we know it's has a good cool germ score or a good, warm or wet score, we just portion those differently. But I think to me, one of your biggest struggles is now that you got these cooler temperatures, when are you gonna dive into it? Because fit's different. Fit for you is different than fit for me and fit for a guy in Nebraska or wherever one of our audience guys are.
So soil temps and saturated cold germ scores are gonna be a big deal in how we make decisions.
Oh, I would be extremely important in looking at those numbers.